moment this evening on all my socials doing a quick live. So, if you haven't already heard about what the lunar archetypes are, you absolutely need to keep watching because the lunar archetypes are based off of the day you were born and where the moon was at in the sky, what moon phase you were born under. So let's say, for instance, you were born under the new moon. You would be the dreamer. You're a visionary, an intuitive, and hold the spark of new beginnings and endless possibilities. So you would follow the normal manifesting, building, waning, building, waxing, and then get into the first quarter. And then by the time you get to your full moon, you're going to start releasing things, and then you will wane, and then you will rebuild yourself back up into the manifesting phase in in the regular schedule. But if you were born during the um waxing crescent, which is the next phase where the sliver is in the sky, right, you're actually a seeker. Yes, a seeker, which you are a courageous explorer. You thrive on discovery, learning, and bringing fresh ideas to life. Okay. Now, that is your actual new moon time. So, that is your true moon. Your true moon is during the waxing crescent. So, that's when you would want to be doing all of your manifestations. Okay. Now, you move into the warrior. Now, the warrior is the first quarter born. Now, the warrior is someone who is bold and determined. You take decisive action and overcome obstacles with unwavering strength. I know a lot of folks like that. I'm curious if you are one of those. That would mean that you were born during the first quarter moon. Now, if you're not sure what moon you were born under, you can actually go to my website, lunatraenergy.com, and you can find out what your lunar archetype is and what moon phase you were born under just by putting your birth date in. You can then also sign up for our email, and it will send you a free lunar guide. Okay, so it'll give you all the information that you need about your particular lunar archetype. So lunatraenergy.com is the place to go. Now, if you were born under the waxing gibbous, and my husband was born under the waxing gibbous, if you were born as a waxing gibbous, you are a refiner. Okay, you are a master of refinement. You are perfect. Perfectionism is your gig. You polish and you bring clarity to ideas before they bloom. Okay. So, someone that jumps into um, things very strongly and are really perfectionists, they are refiners, and they are usually born during the waxing gibbous moon phase. So, the next moon phase is the full moon. If you were born during the full moon, and hey, everybody that's joining me, thank you. If you were born during the full moon, then you are an illuminator. um, I have done new moon waxing. Ooh, I need to put my phone on my charger before it dies on me here. But if you were born during the full moon, then we're gonna have to move here for a second, guys. Sorry. Okay, then you are actually radiant wise, you illuminate truth, and you inspire others to embrace their fullest potential. Hey, thanks guys for joining me. I appreciate you. Um, Now, if you don't know what your lunar archetype is or the moon phase you were born under, you can go to my website. It's lunatraenergy.com. You can put in your birth date and it will tell you what your moon phase is and what your archetype is, okay? So the teacher is the next moon phase, which is the waning gibbous. So that person who is the teacher, they are a natural guide. You, the teacher, like to share your hard earned wisdom to help others grow and evolve. Okay. So you really want to take your life experiences and help others. The next moon phase is the alchemist. Now, the alchemist is the waning gibbous phase. Now, I'm sorry, the third quarter. Eek, I got crazy there. But the alchemist is the third quarter. Okay, guys. So you are a transformer of energy. You know when to release, when to realign and turn endings into powerful new beginnings. You're near that end of the moon cycle, right? Now, if you were born during the waning crescent like I was, then you're a mystic. You are deeply connected to unseen realms. You find magic in shadows, in clarity and stillness before the next cycle begins. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you guys. So I'm curious, quick sports, you put no. I'm curious what your birth moon phase is and what your archetype is. So we have the dreamer, who's the new moon. We have the seeker, who is waxing crescent. We have the first quarter, who is the warrior. We have the refiner, who is waxing gibbous, the illuminator, who's full moon, and we have the teacher, who is waning gibbous. Okay. Then we have the alchemist, who's third quarter moon birth, and then the mystic, who is waning crescent. So now a lot of people have asked me, what in the world does all of this even mean? Well, what the um, lunar archetype helps you do is it helps you navigate throughout the month. Now, there is the normal societal type of new moon manifestations, right? And then you roll and you wax and you build what you're doing, and then you reassess things in the first quarter, and you kind of then build some more. Then you release it all to the roll to the universe, more or less, to God, whoever, right? During the full moon. And then you come back down and then you reset in this cycle. Well, that's not for everybody, okay? And I realize that because I am born during the waning crescent, which is when there's barely a moon in the sky and we're rolling right into the new moon. But I found myself that I was the most productive during that waning crescent phase, not during the new moon. Oh, and that's my cat bridge. My cat likes to hang out right there up in that top corner. She's sleeping. So when on my videos, I have this wood thing over my head. It's actually my cat bridge to get away from my other two cats. But needless to say, I realized that I didn't fit into the box that everybody else was trying to put me into. I had my own natural rhythm and I had my own lunar cycle. And when I started working within that lunar cycle, I realized that I was more productive. I rested when I needed to rest, and I accomplished way more. I was so excited about it. So that's why I created the lunar archetypes. And that way I could help others become as productive. And I apologize if you hear a kid in the background. I have a gamer kid who is on gaming right now. But anyway, I digress. Um, so, if you haven't already learned what your archetype is, you can go to my website, lunatraenergy.com, and you can learn all about your archetype. I also have a really great blog that does talk about different moon phases and different essential oils that you can use. Now you're asking, what makes me qualified? You may not be asking, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Okay. So, what makes me qualified to talk about all this? Well, for starters, I have done the Moonology courses with Yasmin Boland, and I love what she does. I've also researched and read so many books on this. I've gone all the way back to the beginning. And we're talking like some of the scholars back in the day here. But I'm also an aromatherapist, and I have been for about 10 years. I am also a Reiki master teacher in Asui Reiki, and I've been in that for almost 10 years now. And also five element dragonfire Reiki, which is really cool because it uses the meridian system in the body and kind of like Chinese medicine does, and acupuncture and acupressure, and it helps move that stuck energy out. So yeah, so I have a lot of experience in this, but mainly I realized that astrology was really, really, really hard, and I didn't get it. I really got confused on a lot of it. And I love other astrologers because I love to follow them and listen to them. So if you guys have any great suggestions on good astrologers, I would be happy to follow them. But when it came to the moon and how I felt, I needed to figure out why I didn't fit into the box. Let's see. Oh, oh, that's not good. I'm sorry for you there. That's hard. But yeah, so for people that are interested in learning how to work within their own lunar cycle, I do have some great tools that are for free on my website, but I also have a really great workshop. Well, it's not really a workshop, it's actually a lunar journey. And it's starting this week on Monday. Um, and it you can check that out. It's Relax and Align Lunar Journey over on my website. The links are below. But anyway, I just wanted to pop on for a quick little live just to kind of introduce what the lunar archetypes are and how they can help you. So I hope you guys all have a very blessed night. And I am definitely thinking of all of you that are going through such hard times right now. But yeah, but I hope you guys have a good night. And thank you so much for joining my live. I'll talk to you later.